Wow, this Terrance Gangsta William, a.k.a. OG Giggity, a.k.a. Mr. Answer Right Back, a.k.a. People, Terrance the So, people been sending me this clip about BJThe Bounty Hunter, the blood. He broke down some serious, interesting stuff. So, but let me let y'all
around these niggas being no fucking groupie. Don't hang around these niggas so these niggas get your credibility and get your name around with it. Handle your shit for real, for real. So that was my whole approachment to do an introduction. Hey, nigga, if you ain't heard, then you need to know who I am. I'm such and such. So when I approached them, niggas had the red flags in their left pocket, homie.
Now check this out. Dude, I want y'all to understand this. Check this out, understand this. Baby Wayne come from New Orleans. When they hit the music industry, there was some cocky youngsters. They, because you gotta understand this. When people born and raised in their city and all they know is shooting, man down, stepping, drugs, getting money, they don't see past that. So it's like, you have to understand the world is bigger than just New Orleans. So now, when they hit the music, it's like, man, I'm from New Orleans, from the murder capital of the world, da-da-da-da, right? Until they ran into cities where there's gangsters, steppers, that's from murder capitals, that's going to put it down and they ain't playing. So now, when you're traveling, you're seeing all this stuff like, whoa, oh, okay, them boys don't play, well, them boys get it. And it's like this here. Yeah, you grew up around killers and lion, tigers, and bears. But the problem is, every city, every state have that. Every city, every state have lion, tigers, and bears. But we don't know that until we branch out and start visiting other areas. You be like, whoa, oh, they rock how we rock. Oh, they do what we do. Oh, they been doing this, we just catching up. And blah, you know what I'm saying? So I understand it, right? Now, because see, a lot of people contribute Baby Wayne to becoming blood through Mac 10. I don't know. I'm gonna try to do some research and try to find out what really triggered that. But I've been saying all along in my videos about this blood stuff in my city, speak it out on. I've been saying it. And I understand, it take somebody that's really, really a blood to bring it up, Epps, and then it come right back to OG Giggly, what he been saying. And that's cool. I'm fine with that. Because it's on record already. You did. But I'm camouflaged down because I'm a soldier for life. Anyway, Magnolia Slim, a.k.a. Soldier Slim. So check this out. Let me give y'all a history on this flag. Because you all know, well, a lot of you all don't know. Let me get this. East Coast Bloods and West Coast Bloods. When the blood stuff started on the East Coast, in New York, on Rikers Island, I spoke with some guys that I was in the phase with. They explained to me that at one time, the 9 Trey Blood used to rock their flag on the left side. It wasn't until they got put down by West Coast Blood that they became a West Coast set. They saying, well, look, we switching our flag from the left side to the right side. It was some pushback on that. So it was guys, they was going to war inside of New York State Prison behind that. So they came with a whole new lineup. This the big homies, this. Matter of fact, I was locked up with what's his name? He got killed by the police. CI. Man, he had been back and forth to jail. He was a big homie. They sent the robot with the cell phone and told, he said, let me talk to my mother and my girlfriend. Mother's girlfriend came in and started busting. Bam, 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 bam. They killed him. SI. I apologize, y'all, for saying the wrong name. SI. Big blood. I was locked up with him. Actually, him and I had to talk one time because one of my Muslim brothers got into it with some people that sat at his table, because the Muslim table was right here, the blood table was right there, and there was little misunderstandings, and him and I had to steps decided to nip it in the bud. But so I understand why they was rocking that flag on that left side, because they was running with New York Bloods. Baby cool with a lot of people from New York, so when he pull up in New York, he got some people, I don't want to name their names, but when he pull up, he cool with them, he rock with them. So East Coast Bloods have different ways they rock stuff versus that West Coast. And I know, we all know that it started on the West Coast, but you know when people start other branches in other cities, they're going to put their spin on it. They're going to do how they want to do. So it's not until they run into somebody that's from the land and be like, yo, we don't carry like that. Or, you know, at the land, man, they go like this. Some Bloods are jacket, some Bloods won't. But man, this how we come, this we doing, this what we pushing, and that's what it is. And they be standing on that. Because at one time, now I don't know now, but at one time the Mac Ballers was growing in New York. Mac Ballers was doing their thing in New York. But when they go to prison, a lot of, and I tell them guys this, they call them OTB, out of town blood, or OTC, out of town crip, and they'll try to use you. They'll use you for a holster. What I mean by that is a blood or a crip that's not from Cali or pull up on a compound, and they let them know this is what it is what I'm banging. So now the blood from the West Coast, if they on that compound, they're gonna try them. They hold these knives. Yeah, here, go do this, go do that, go. They go test your gangster now. Or sometimes they try to see if you're a crash dummy. They gonna try you though. You gonna have to make your bones. But I've been doing these videos, talk about the hat that how Bezo be wearing, like he got this star with the H. Now, a lot of people from New Orleans and certain people down south know that star, that H stand for hot boy. However, on that West Coast, they gonna think that's Hoover. He go in the wrong neighborhood, talking about he fiving and blood and black and all the other stuff, and they gonna get with him. Because they ain't gonna ask you what that is, because they already know that West Coast what that stand for. So you be rocking these ass church stuff, he be rocking, because this is what we do, but they don't have nobody to give them the proper instructions, give them the game on this stuff. And that's what goes wrong. That's why you have a lot of run-ins, then you gotta have a bunch of meetings, then you gotta bring some money to the table. Hey, my bad, we ain't know about this, when all that money could be sent to OG Giggity. Anyway, but yeah, so, you know, people hit me up, what you think about this, OG? You know, a lot of stuff, when I was in prison, I used to sit back, what's up with this, man? What y'all doing this? What's going on? This. And I used to get a lot of information, a lot of news. And then I was incarcerated with a lot of people from, you know, see, the dealing with the Fed and the state. When you're in state jail, you and everybody from your state, you might have people from here and there from out of, you know, in other states in your jail. Whereas the Fed, people from all over the world in the Fed. So you end up telling who you gonna run across. You be running across people from Palestine, Iraq, Iran, all over the world being the Feds. So you get to meet different people from China, Indonesia, everywhere. So, and then I'm talking about the United States, so you round guys from different gangs and cultures. So, like I say, I didn't know it was an East Coast blood. It was a blood from Texas. He was in my unit. Every morning they pop doors, you know, you had your shoes on, strap, you come out, see what's going on. I had just stepped in my cell, looked around, it's breakfast time. The unit empty. I step back in my cell. I got the light out where I can see out, because when that light out, you can't see in, but I can see out. All of a sudden I heard some yelling. I just stepped in my cell, I heard some yelling. I come out the cell, it's 3 Bloods. I know for sure one of them was from New York. They ran in the cell, caught another Blood sleeping, and beat him, whooping him with the locks out, beat him down, beat him bad. They drug him all from out his bed, all the way out to the middle of the day room, and they working him. This other guy from Florida, he's not blood or nothing now. It's not none of his business. But he was one of them Christian guys that be on what's right. Don't do this, don't do that. He just speak out a lot. He come out. Y'all get off. Y'all stop. What y'all do? I say, man, what's he doing? He tripping. But they stopped. They backed up off him. He was all blooded up. He was beat up bad. And one of the Bloods, when Gary walk off, he said, brat. I said, what he shooting a gun in here for? What the world? What that is? What that mean? I didn't know. So I start asking questions like, why y'all say that? Why y'all do this? What's going on with that? And, you know, like I say, stuff would start here, but once it branch off, everybody's going to implement their own culture. They're going to put their own little rules and spin to it. So now, when they go back to the original foundation, they're going to let me, oh, hold up, where that come? Who sanctioned that? Who got that? Who put this? Who did? And then in this day and time, you know, everybody bloods. The blood's all over. You'd be like, and for the longest, I've been asking, who is hot big homie? You run down on the right blood, they're going, what's your lineup? They're going to know what's the history. Some blood, I know, I remember this when I was in the hole one time in the pen. And there was a dude was hot, so one of his homies was a blood, so they let him, okay, claim blood. So they was charging people to become blood. And the problem was, one dude didn't know that it was a pledge you got to have. So one dude didn't know the pledge. So when you're in the shoe, you go out for, you put a little note up there, I want to go out for wreck. Go out for wreck, they put you in a cage. So you might have 2 to a cage. Sometimes you have 4. It depends on who is who. They put you in cages with different people out there on the wreck deck. So I'm in the middle, and this dude over here. So the dude need to pass him a note. So they got to give it to me to get to him. Like, man, look, this ain't no kind of man. Y'all gonna be here. Nah, man, come on, man, take it. So I get it, give it to him. But I'm cool with this guy. So I say, man, what that was? He said, man, that's the pledge. I got to learn the pledge. So if some bloods run down on me, I got to be able to say dot. I was like, wow. This stuff crazy. But that was some bloods that were from New York. I don't know how the West Coast bloods do it. But I've seen different, prime example, like, I heard the GDs, right? I had never known they had GDs in Brooklyn. So you got GDs, and then you got the Crips in Brooklyn. So you know how the Bloods from New York will say, oh, you a plate, you food. So the Crip, one time I heard a GD tell a Crip, hey, yo, such and such, he milk. So I was like, what the world? So I said, okay, the Blood say he a plate, he food, eat when you see him. the GD, the Crip say he a milk, he drank, you know, had that. But it's crazy, man, because they have different lingos. You know, you had them Crips, East Coast, Machine in Motion. They get on there, go to screaming their sets. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different things that you hear that you just got to be on point. When you're in that federal system, you have to be on point, because you could be in a cell with one of them and they'll scream and they'll scream they little set, and then you be like, whoa, was he saying a hit, or what are you talking about? Or this? So you just got to know that stuff, and you got to be on point. But like I said, you got a lot of people that rock these hoods, these sets, and they don't be knowing the whole blueprint of it. And when they go somewhere where it's really, really going down, well, let me say this, because in hoods, it's already going down. But when you go to the West Coast, now it's a different feel, because you be like, okay, well, I bust my tool, I'm stepping, and I'm repping this red, or I'm repping this blue. But when until you get to that motherland, then they like, whoa, listen, man, we grew up with this stuff. We ain't playing with this stuff. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was married into this here. We grew up in this stuff, man. So it's easy for y'all to get a divorce, man. This is how we come about, mothers, grandfathers, generations of this stuff. So I understand it. While, some people be upset, or they'll run down on you, and they're going to check that stuff at the door. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. I heard the Crips say this in the shoe. Earthquake mean jump on whoever right there by you. You know what I'm saying? That's the New York Crips say that. I don't know what other Crips in West Coast and Texas and everywhere with their lingo for they want somebody to attack. But they have different stuff that they talk about, that they say, but you got people that's really risking their lives in other places too behind this gangbanging stuff. But you got the Bloods and Crips on that West Coast. They look at Bloods and Crips totally different from somewhere else. It's not until you prove yourself that you really cut like that, they're gonna respect you. And that's just how I go in the federal system. Can't speak on nothing else, This is where I did half of my life at in the federal system. I'd have been around all kind of gangs. GDs come on the compound. What's up, folk? You don't count? Nah, folk ain't. All right. Oh, yeah, folk, I'm going to count. So you're accounting for when it go down, you got to go down. But the blood, they don't ask you that. You come on, you school, we don't care wait for you. Oh, your blood? Yeah, when I'm chilling, I mean, they went and butchered the blood because he said he ain't want to. Oh, that's why they jumped on that blood in that day room, in that room, because they called a meeting out and he didn't show up. And they said, like he was saying, F the Bloods by not showing up. And they went in there and they attacked him. There was another stabbing in the pen. Blood got to come, man, I'm sorry, I'm going with all that. They went in there and butchered him. They hit him up so much. He went out, came back, went out, and came back. I'm talking about, they was, man, that stuff's serious. So y'all need to be careful when y'all want to join these gangs because it's a clique or somebody can help you because you might be scared or you might feel you need the help or support from another man, whatever the case may be. You got to be careful what you get yourself into because later on, when you're saying, oh, no, I don't want to do this and that, oh, no, blood in, blood out. Sometimes that be the case. Or sometimes, you know, I think that you got the GDs where they got, when you get at a certain age, you can retire. I've heard people say that. I don't know how accurate that is. So for those who in my comment, hit me up, let me know that that's true or not. But I've heard GDs, I've talked to GDs personally, and they told me, like, you know, at a certain age, they can retire. And they got some other stuff that I don't want to discuss here that they do. Some GDs say, yeah, that's true. Some say, no, we don't do that. That ain't accurate. He shouldn't be doing that. But some do, whatever the case may be. But, yeah, man, y'all got to be careful, man, with the stuff y'all do and say these days because that stuff will come right back on you, man. Them people going to want to know what's up with that, what's up with you. And then you got to defend that. You will have to defend it if you standing on it, if you really saying you with that, you know. But at the end of the day, I love Lil Wayne. I love Birdman. He took care of me when I needed him. You know, they took that hot boy stuff. Matter of fact, y'all, this is what Birdman said.
Street shit in the hood, you hear me? Yeah, my brothers and other
Birdman said,
involved with it.
Birdman said my little brother had something to do with this stuff. So anyway, word to Giggity. Hey, yo, listen, that stuff's serious, bro. But listen, man, no matter what they say about OG Giggity, the civilian Williams, like I always say, y'all, you can hide history. You can hide it. But you can't erase it. And guess what? I'm part of history. Yeah! I'm out. Listen, y'all know my motto. Say no to drugs, let's stop the violence, put the guns down. Make sure y'all get tested for HIV and AIDS. Y'all need to know y'all status. That's very important. We got the nonprofit, they need us. We got the Instagram, they need us, Third Ward. You know, we out here doing something, baby. We moving, baby. And yo, I'm working on a movie, y'all. I'm working on the movie. That's right. So a lot of people been hitting me up, sending in their takes, man. This is really, really, really surprising, shocking. I'm really enjoying this, man. People showing love. They really want to be a part of this. And it's pretty cool, man, you know, because guess what? A lot of the haters thought, oh, man, nobody going to want to be help him out. Ain't nobody going to be in that movie. Ain't nobody going to do this. Man, they been pulling up. Man, what's up, man? Let me get them. You got to roll. That's right. That's right. So eventually, OG Tight Pocket going to be trying to get at me. Watch what I tell y'all. He going to be trying to get at me. What's up? Let me put some money. I'm going to do like the Heisman Trophy. Watch out, big bro. You know how they stiff on it, play that football? Watch out. Derrick Henry, that boy played for the Tennessee Titans. That big boy, that he run that ball. He, man, get out the way. Watch out. Put the ball over here. Watch out. That's how I'm going to be like this here. That's why I might take a picture like that. That's what I might do. So when the dude come about, but then again, his pride might be in the way. He might not reach out. And now that I know, listen, let me tell y'all something. Y'all can best believe Birdman, somebody all be in the cut. They watch what I be doing, what I be saying. So he might be watching this, and then he might not want to reach out. Or he might send a little decoy. Yo, go hire that gig here. Tell you want to invest in that, this. They going to do a contract. Whatever the case may be. But I'm waiting, though. I'm in the cut. That's right, I'm in the cut. I said, buy your mailbox like an old drugger. Yeah. But anyway, man, yo, y'all want to buy this hat? This the OG Giggity Mental Civilian brand. That's right. Y'all need to shop at my store. the Mr. Civilian hats. I got the OG. I'm just capping. I know y'all was like, oh yeah, OG Geezy, we're gonna buy. Now I'm just playing. I'm just capping. And don't y'all be hitting me up. Yeah, man, that'd be good, man. Get that. I'll buy that. No, I don't have time for that. Thank y'all for all the support. I'm out. Wow.